So this is just a continuation of the previous video where we opened up the options dialog box and assigned the template to the architectural template. So now, as you can see, the project automatically opens up on the TU Dublin template. Now, just as a kind of a user interface look, I normally set up my properties on the left-hand side and project browser on the right-hand side if I'm using one screen, but also obviously if you have more than one screen, you can use the two screens in Revit option. So as you can see, we've changed this to dark mode, and we've also included structure to our tabs. So this will be used a lot in the TDS steel module. And obviously if you were doing an MEP module, you'd turn on MEP. And just to demonstrate the keyboard shortcut which we set up, which was floor, which is FL, now we're able to create floors. So I find this really useful, particularly with a lot of commands that I use quite a lot. I found that after using AutoCAD, it's something that you're kind of used to doing, is using shortcut commands. So just to look at the project, like kind of before you can actually get into the modeling, you want to make sure you're happy with your setup, your view templates, which we will run through in another video. But just looking at the manage tab first, so you have a series of options to go into, which first off, I like to go into project information. So specifying the basic information about the project, including the project status and client information. So this can be displayed on sheets with the shared parameters. So we will actually run through how to create a splash sheet in the next video or next series of videos and use that as our opening view. So your starting view can be found here. So this specifies the view that's first displayed when you open a model. So at the moment, it's last view. But for example, if you wanted this sheet to open up, you would change it here. So now every time you open up the model, that's the view. So for project information, like you want to key in your name. All of this information is filled out from the template, and then your name of your project and your client name, which can go onto the sheets as well. So just change this to today's date, and then so you set up your project information. You also want to look at your location. So this brings up the actual real location of the project, which we can put in the project address and its site. We'll discuss project base point and survey base point in another video. They're currently set as 000, but in here, this is where you key in the location of the project, which I normally do as a first step. So put in Dublin. Bit of an error there, but we can resolve that. But I will set this up normally. Project, a bit of an error, but so that's where. And then when you're creating your sites for the orientation and position of the project, this is where it happens. So when you link in a project, it's related to the site that it's linked into. This we can run through in a separate video once this can resolve this issue. But this is where I would set up the project location, weather, and site. So you can pick, obviously the preloaded option is in Boston, in Massachusetts. So we can run through how this works in another video.